Week 5 matchup in store here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Like 80. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Slack and burn.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
He needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. He sets to fire. He's got a man. Complete. Stills taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Seth Roberts hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the carry, it's Samuels. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
He may be playing free safety while wrapped up in a corner's body, but Earl Thomas is the best center fielder in the game. He cleans up everything back there as far as I'm concerned. I think he just has intelligence, understands things, and boy, is he tough.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Jones on the return. He won't go down. A great return there of 22 yards. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the deep...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 17th touchdown now on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
That's how we do, G.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
Like 20. Second turn, defense, let's go.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson to Boyle here over the middle.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Ow!
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. On 1st down, Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on second and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it's third and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do, didn't secure.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at
Come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
Filet, filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger on the left side. It's McDonald. And all the way down to the 37. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kenny Young. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We begin up at Paul Brown Stadium, Arizona, in town to take on Cincinnati. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front as that game draws closer to halftime. David Johnson, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Saquon Barkley, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. The Panthers trying to finish that one off and claim victory. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong...
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Check.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On first down, it's Samuels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Throw left side complete. It's McDonald. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. On 2nd down, Ingram. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Jackson throwing here, complete to Boyle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down. Roethlisberger toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, the big fella, the 20, and he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run, 69 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Jackson, and that is incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Here's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world.
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a gain of 34.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. They go play action with Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they don't execute it, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.